Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode number 8 of the Yapatron podcast. Today, we're met by special guest Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello. Hello. Good to be here.
Um, it is actively 1 in the morning, and we have no idea what to talk about. So, Chris, lead us off, shall you?
All
I,
right.
I,
What
I
what
need.
should we talk about
I'm
first?
sorry. I need to bring it up. I'm not.
No,
I'm not
no,
gonna. I'm
please.
not gonna let your sins go unanswered.
Please.
I need to bring it up. I
Bro needs to
No.
talk
need.
about it.
I need to talk about it.
It's the
No.
Yapatron
No.
podcast. Let him yap about it.
We need to yap.
Please.
We need something to talk about. This is the perfect thing to talk about.
No.
Basically, this is
No.
the second time we've tried recording this because the first time, bro messed up his own intro.
You forgot a little bit how it went, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry, I can't let your sins go unanswered.
What do you mean?
Welcome T, welcome Dusty. I know you guys are already here. Let's just get it out of the way. Oh my
And
God.
welcome anyone else to join.
And welcome anyone else that may join. Dr. Labyrinth was on one of them, one of the podcasts.
Yes,
He might be on
isn't
this
that
one.
how he found? Isn't that how he found this channel?
I don't know.
I thought he was watching another video, another Cockman video. I don't know.
No, Sir Fizzy was watching the Binding of Isaac stuff. You probably think of him.
Yeah, Sir Fizzy was the.
Yes,
Labyrinth
Sir
was
Fizzy.
found on a podcast. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't remember which one either, but I remember seeing that he was found in the comments of one of the podcast videos asking, like, who is this dude?
Now he knows.
I have your channel pulled up right now. I could just go look at what podcast.
We could.
Yes, we could.
7 episodes of Yapatron podcast.
You guys start deciding what to yap about. I needed to go do something real quick.
Righty. Let's take
Fill me in
let's
when
take
I get
a
back.
deep dive. Let's take a deep dive into the beginnings of Dr. Labyrinth on this channel.
I think Yapatron 3 was one of the best Yapatrons in person. Me personally.
Is that where he originated?
No, that's that. Let me read you the title of Yapatron 3. Talk Tree.
That somehow led to the rest of that. The rest of that title. How does that even happen?
Oh,
I won't worry about it. We don't worry here. This is a worry-free zone. The only thing we're worried about is finding a topic to talk about.
yeah, that's well. Normally, what happens when there's a special guest on is that they normally carry.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm bad at talking.
That was yeah.
But that is fine. Because that is something I can talk about, me being bad at talking. So, back in middle school, there was a Halloween dance. You know, you get dressed up in a costume. There was a whole costume contest, which I won, by the way, not to brag. I was a pretty mean Ghostbuster. But there was a haunted house through the locker rooms.
Oh,
Now,
God, I remember this actually.
Now, see, I don't remember if I had the money for it, but either way, there was some guy who paid for me to go with him, and so I did. And I'm going through, and there's this long, dark hallway where I can't see anything. There's this dude, and there's rules at the haunted house that you're not allowed to touch like the entertainers or whatever they're called. And they're not supposed to touch you. Well, in that hallway, some dude comes up and touches me. My first instinct is to touch back and push him away, and then I bolted for the rest of the group. Afterwards, I won a plastic cup from the costume contest, and afterwards,
A plastic cup? What kind of prize is that?
Dude, it was kind of cool at the time, at least, and it was full of candy. So there was
They,
that too.
they just give you a styrofoam cup. That's it.
But anyways, afterwards, I believe I set down that cup with all the candy in it on the bleachers, and I'm just chilling around, and eventually I head back, and I see that it is not there. I think somebody might have stolen
Great.
it or something, but I did eventually get it back. I don't remember how or why, but it was returned. That was an interesting dance. I got pulled into the middle of like a dance circle, if I remember correctly. It was either that or some kind of like other school dance. I went to a lot of school dances in middle school.
I went to also hi, I'm back. I went
Hello.
to one. Also, I did see that I did disconnect. That's gonna be a little bit awkward on the pod, but whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, what? You're just gonna say disconnected from host, and that's it.
Oh, I know why I disconnected from host. And I think I'm going to in about 5 seconds again.
Oh no, you're back there. What are you doing back there?
I know
Oh,
why.
nope,
Well,
Because
he got
he's not back there.
raptured. He got raptured.
all right, I know exactly why it happened though. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Bro was the chosen one.
Bro, there was a flash of black, of just black, and you were gone.
I know exactly why it happened. It's because I was out of range of my computer and it disconnected my hotspot.
Why don't you
And
just,
the
like, leave
internet
your phone on
switch
the
made it so I disconnected.
Gotcha.
Now we know.
bed? Because when you
Now we know.
Now we know.
We know now.
You know
It's
what we were
fine.
all talking about? What I was going?
We mainly talked about. Well, I mainly talked about middle school dance, specifically the Halloween one.
I've only actually never mind. I did go to 2 dances, one at middle school and one at elementary school.
Oh, elementary school.
Yeah, I went to the elementary school dance, and the reason I went to the dance is because at that point I actually had a girlfriend, the only girlfriend.
how long did that last?
Almost a year actually.
See, for me, back in elementary school, I didn't go physically to school. I was on online school, and instead of dances, we got to go to COSI.
That's
This
right.
guy's a loser.
I can't believe we forgot that. We were
COSI was
homeschooled
fun,
for a
though.
bit.
COSI was pretty fun, though.
I mean, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be pretty fun to just like sit at home the whole day, and then just like get on computer.
I actually
and do work.
considered homeschooling multiple times because my parents were fully okay with it if I decided I want to. Like it is literally just say the word and it happens. At this point, I'm too far in. I'm not getting homeschooled.
Bro went too deep.
I am too deep. But yeah, it's always been an option in the back of my head to just give up and go get homeschooled.
Understandable. It was pretty nice, because, like, from what I remember, you just had, like, a few classes you had to tune into in the morning. Like, maybe from 8 to noon or something, there would be a few classes. I don't know.
Oh,
I can't quite
actually,
remember. But and then you didn't have to have a camera or a microphone on most of the time, at least.
did you say?
And sometimes you would get sent to like breakout rooms and other VCs, basically, or you would just like be told to, all right, go do this, do like this quiz or something.
Don't hurt people.
And I'm gonna be
Don't like,
honest.
don't like be a maniac.
I'm gonna be honest. Most of my days in middle school, I was doing school till like 8 o'clock because I would just go do other crap on my computer and then do the stuff at like 8 p.m.
That's what I used to do.
I would like,
During
I would like,
COVID.
but
How was everybody's COVID experience?
Well, Chris was still getting homeschooled. I think.
no, I was in middle school when it hit. Like, we got sent to school, and then school sent us back because of COVID.
Well, everybody was in online school at that time, so
Yeah.
You know,
Ooh, whale. That's not a whale.
that's not a whale.
That's not a whale. What are you, blind?
What are you, blind?
It's not a whale. Um,
What is that, a whale?
yeah, I was the kind of guy that would make the most of my situation in being homeschooled. You know, being a closeted introvert. I had my way around of just not doing what I was supposed to. Like, for example, I'd show up for attendance and then hope and pray to God that I wasn't called on and just leave for the rest of the meet.
Bro,
I am there for attendance and then I just straight up leave.
Base.
Bro was there and then left. What was my strategy that I said I was gonna use?
I don't
Wasn't it
remember.
just it was what was it?
I remember our contingency plan, if we ever were to have online, was to be on a VC the entire time.
Entire time.
Base.
Literally just like whatever we were doing was being VC.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm gonna be honest. I used to cheat a lot back in online school. I would just like look up the answers on quizzes and stuff.
For real.
I mean, like, what are they gonna do to stop you?
Yeah, like what are they
I
gonna do?
mean,
Stuff?
kind of, because like there was this one time that I almost failed a state test. I was like really close to failing it.
A Zuba.
So I was like,
Zuba.
bro, I gotta lock in. And I didn't quite lock in, but like I got to where I am today, being
Bro
as
locked
smart
in.
as
Bro
I
locked
was
in
for
enough.
most of school.
Bro locked in enough.
We were locked in just enough to get past. I've never failed a state test in my life. Nor do I
I've
ever
never
think I
failed.
will. At this point, it's just the state test is there just to annoy me. At this point,
It's literally just like, oh my god, we gotta do all this
Understandable.
work, but when they test, and oh my god.
Dude, for my state tests for online school, we actually had to go somewhere. We had to go to another town to a hotel, the Hojo, and we would get breakfast there, and we would have to go to a room to do, the state tests. They would have these like really good like fruit flavored like peppermint swirls, like nothing like peppermint at all, but yeah. Anyways, and you would take the test, no big deal, and then you would leave. Or there was a lot of stuff to do at that hotel. Like they had I forget what it's called, but it's one of those like arcade machines where you have a spinning arrow and you try to land it on like a number 1, 2, 3, or just like an instant win, and it would drop the prize. And once the prize was dropped, like a claw would just start going around trying to pick a prize up and put it in the middle. Or I believe there was also like a big wide open area where you could just do like air hockey or ping pong or stuff like that.
Right. What's your favorite game to play at an arcade?
Ooh, at an arcade.
I actually have an answer for this. This was before John and Chris's time, both of them. The whole gang went to Scene 75,
Dude, I love that place.
and
Dude, so
that
cool.
was back during the FNF craze. And as some people may know, me and Hayden are really good at FNF. There was a piano tiles game at Scene 75. You better believe we grinded the crap out of it because we're actually goated at rhythm games.
Amazing.
There were a lot of classics. Like, what's the most classic video name? We all.
Pac-Man.
How many times have we all played the fish one? The like big wheel. It's like
I
the
have no clue what you're talking about.
wheel of fortune, but it's like fishing, and then you roll it and you get up to like 1,000 tickets or something like that.
No clue what you're talking about.
I once won a jackpot at like a Great Wolf Lodge. I won a jackpot on something and it literally broke the machine. We literally had to get an employee to come out and give us all of our tickets because we actually just broke the machine.
The machine couldn't believe that you got the jackpot.
You were just that good at it.
I was just that good at it.
Oh, speaking of like jackpots, there's this one arcade, and at one point there was this arcade machine called Kangaroo, and I actually had the record for that machine for a short amount of time at that arcade, which was pretty damn cool,
Bro,
if I do say so myself.
nothing beats going to an arcade with like either your brother or like a relative or a friend and just like absolutely at war with each other over like air hockey and like that basketball game.
True. Dude, I've gotten really high on that basketball game. Dude, there was one time I think I got like up to 160 or like 180 points.
Mm-hmm.
It was some kind of insane number.
I
What
always remember
strategy?
using the strategy of taking all the balls from the other machine and putting it in the one machine.
I've not done that. I've been a goody two shoes.
Weak.
I literally only do that to try to beat the record set on a.
I just tried to beat the record the good old fashioned way of just grinding at it.
Well, the thing is, I definitely know that they definitely did that to get that record, anyways. So, all I'm
Oh,
saying.
fair enough.
Chris,
Yes.
as a homeschooler yourself, how did you make friends? Question mark.
I either didn't or they were just neighbors. So like there was one girl who lived like a couple houses down.
Oh wow.
We were friends for a while and then they moved. Yeah, it's a funny story about that. My brother was the one who actually got her attention because one day she was just like walking down the street and he just started like flipping this frog he had.
Bro, didn't
That like
deserve that.
impressed her, I guess. And that like impressed her, I guess. And then
Dude, just
us,
for my frog.
her, and then us, her, and her brother would play a lot like outside. And even one time, I remember like inviting them in, and we played some video games, I think. But yeah, that was fun. And then they moved. We had another friend. This was like our only other friend, basically, that lived right next door, and he was quite a bit younger than us, but yeah, that lasted for a bit longer than the girl, but they also moved away eventually. Our neighbors move a lot.
It's probably your fault. I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
Look, it's a thought that crossed my mind, so I said it. Yeah, that's probably what I expected.
Well, speaking of neighbors,
from the entire homeschooling experience, I was just curious.
Understandable. But speaking of neighbors, across the street there used to be this yellow house that had a couple old people living in it, and they had a little chihuahua, and I remember seeing that chihuahua a lot, like when I was younger. No, it mainly just like sat in the windowsill watching, or like would occasionally be outside and like bark at us. Well, eventually, the woman across the street died, and soon after, so did the dude. And there was no one really to take care of the chihuahua, and so we ended up taking care of her for a while until she passed away in October of last year.
Inside me. John, find a way to segue into something else. This always happens in a conversation. Do it. Do it right now.
Do it.
Do it on
Just find a way.
Find a way. Find a way.
Think on my feet. Let me see here.
Feet, bro. That's not a good topic.
What if instead
No,
of
no, 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 no.
Feet is such a weird topic to segue into.
Oh, hold on, wait. Here, I have a segue.
What do you guys prefer when you're looking at feet? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Shut up. Shut up. Get out. Anyways, what is your guys' favorite TV series and or movie?
Gravity Falls.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. There's this one TV series that I've rewatched a few times. I quite like it, and it's got some funny quotes in it too. It's The Good Place.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say something like Teen Titans Go, and I was gonna have to like respectfully crucify you.
No, I was never allowed to watch Teen Titans Go, and honestly, I don't really want to.
Honestly,
it seems weird.
They took something that everyone loved, Teen Titans,
and
and they
ruined
made
it.
it terrible.
Yeah,
There
except for
is literally one scene where it was the April Fool's episode, and the gang, not including Raven, all told Robin that his dead parents were in his room, and it was a
oh,
prank. You don't do.
what
Also, wowza.
what is
You
Whoa.
don't do that.
anyway?
Like, there is
Yeah,
certain lines that you do not cross, and that is one of them.
yeah.
And didn't they have like the two shows all called Teen Titans? It was that one that was like they're all like teenagers, and it was a more like mature show. And they had the
Like an anime.
like yeah, like it was like an anime. Yeah,
That's Teen Titans.
yeah, Teen Titans and then Teen Titans Go. Yeah, that's how they was.
Yeah. And the only good thing that really came out of it, in my opinion, is the superhero movie. My booty.
The night begins to shine.
That too. I know
That
it was
too.
just a song beforehand, but that's what I feel like that's most of its popularity.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, I think it was.
Well,
the song
wasn't
beforehand.
that like wasn't that the like episode 100 special or something?
I don't remember.
I remember because
I-
like in like a episode milestone, they released like a basically hour and like 50-minute like movie on an episode. I think it was like the like not the level, Jesus Christ, the episode 100 special or something. I don't know.
But yeah, my favorite show is Gravity Falls, and my favorite movie is Big Hero 6. Because like there could be ants inside. I love
But
how no
actually,
one I love how no one understands that line. Because we're the only people that say that when thinking about that scene.
this is actually a good topic. Would you rather have $1 million or 500 ants?
You see, the obvious answer is the money, but here's why you should take the ants.
Hey,
Exactly.
you dropped your hat.
Here's why you should take the ants. You can use that 500 ants to rob a bank because the ants can like slip through the cracks, as you know, and they can.
And they're untraceable.
They are also untraceable, and they could just take the money out of the bank. You use the money to get more ants. You create an enterprise with these ants, robbing banks everywhere. No one knows where the money went, but you do. And it went into the ant stock market.
You could
And
also
eventually,
make a
you're a
whole
millionaire.
company with the ants.
Eventually, you're a millionaire, just like the other option. But guess what? You have ants too. It's a win-win.
You have $1 million and an ant.
You can start
have
a company
ants
with the ant.
too.
Rent an ant. You can rent ants out to people
True.
for money, and you'd still get to keep the ants because it's only renting.
Literally, that's why you choose the ants, and that's why we made the meme where Tadashi runs into the burning building and explodes in Big Hero 6, and whenever we
There
think
could
of
be
that
ants
scene,
inside.
we think of there could be ants inside. Because randomly, Hayden said that one day, and we all made that crazy plan to make like an enterprise and everything, and we just thought it was the funniest thing ever, and it's just stuck with us since. So that's the lore behind $2 million or 500 ants.
Gotta love the ants.
There could be ants inside.
There could be ants inside. Who knows?
A Big Mac note.
Oh, Big Mac!
Big Mac.
I can't believe Big Mac died.
Yeah, no, that's what I would say for my favorite movie / show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Gravity Falls is. I don't really need to explain. It's Gravity Falls.
yeah, it's peak. Mm,
Alex Hirsch was cooking in the, in the bro was
Alex
cooking
Hirsch
in the
always
director's office.
He always cooks.
He always cooks, just like Toby. Tobathy Fox. Speaking
Carpet.
of which, I am very excited for Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, and I will be streaming it whether you like it or not. This is
Deltarune Chapter 4, baby.
this is not a question, it's an answer. I will be streaming it
Bro,
whether you like it or not.
is
Bro,
this
we'll
a
just
threat
keep
or is
going.
this a promise?
It's a promise.
It's a yes. It's a yes.
It's a yes.
Unfortunately, one of you guys are going to have to strap me to my chair and force me to make the perfect Deltarune save file.
Probably me.
Probably John.
I will be there too. Because why not?
Because I did see a video on what would theoretically be the perfect Deltarune save file. Voice crack, nice. Um,
What is the perfect Deltarune save file?
um, basically, most of what I saw from it, it's getting everything that you possibly can, like all the recruits, all the everything like that. But
Basically,
the
100%
main
the
thing,
game.
the main thing is they actually, as you may or may not know, your genocide or pacifist does not really matter unless you want recruits.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing Snowgrave, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Snowgrave is its entire own thing.
Yeah. It's its own path.
It's its own thing. So basically, what they do is they make Susie as powerful as possible.
Oh, God.
So when you can either choose to like spare and be a good person, or Susie lets hell loose on them.
Hell let loose.
Not
And
gonna lie, that sounds kind of hot. I mean, what?
relatable. And for the two secret bosses, believe it or not, you actually spare both of them. You do not fight either of them for the perfect run. Apparently their armor is way better than their weapon. And guess what? You put both armors on Susie.
Oh,
Not really.
God.
So Susie both has the Devil's Tail and the Deal Maker on her, both at the same time. And Susie just becomes a powerhouse overall. And obviously, there's also the entire thing. Make a separate save file that has the Snowgrave stuff on it. Obviously.
True. I think currently it's been a hot minute since I've played Deltarune, but I think if I remember correctly, I was fighting Jevil last.
I actually never fought Jumbo before, believe it or not. I fought in Spamton.
Chaos.
I fought in and beaten Spamton. Not on Snowgrave. Snowgrave was crazy. I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. I'm sorry. John just disappeared. Actually, probably teleported.
Back
My
to
bad.
spawn.
Yeah.
Back to spawn.
Yeah, he did. Anyways,
Yeah, I beat the entire entirety of chapter 2 normally, including Spamton. But Snowgrave, Spamton hard blocked me, dude. Spamton Snowgrave is hard, bro. He does so much damage. But eventually I'll have to get over it.
dude, Jevil for me is pretty difficult. I'm not great at dodging his attacks,
I'll probably manage.
especially the carousel, dude. That carousel.
I
Chaos.
remember me and Chris were gonna try to do a Undertale Yellow playthrough together, where he was going pacifist
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
going genocide. And Margaret walled me for a bit. The first Margaret, not Zenith Margaret.
Need more Margaret.
Margaret.
Nah.
I don't remember her name. Something like that. Margaret. Yeah, Margaret. Yeah, she hard walled me. And one of her attacks was actually a hard copy of the Jebel Carousel, so I think I will be able to manage when I eventually do have to fight Jebel.
Martlet.
Martlet. Yeah,
That's what
Martlet.
it was. the blue hottie.
I wouldn't consider her a hottie. Saroba, on the other hand.
We're not talking about who our filtering crushes are.
Neither
No,
of that.
we should.
Neither of them were done.
I think we
That was
should.
Undertale, yo.
Yeah, it was. We should talk about our Undertale Yellow crush.
It's crazy how I
Sorry.
didn't know Undertale Yellow existed for like the longest time.
Well, I also probably didn't. I just don't know how long it existed. Fun fact, how I actually got into the entire Undertale Deltarune scene was I started seeing it everywhere. It was starting to annoy me, and I gave in and finally watched a playthrough of it, and I was a changed man after that. And now I wear a hoodie everywhere.
Of course you do.
It's kind of sad that I got my sense of fashion from a fictional skeleton, but I literally cannot turn back anymore. I can't imagine myself without a hoodie
You
on.
disgust me.
I literally can't turn back. I wish I could, but I can't.
There is no turning back.
Just like,
There's
just
no
like
turning
take it
back.
off.
It's just me now.
Remember,
It's like-
turn around, kid.
I also
It'd be a crime.
get out. If I had
like
to go
turn it-
back on
just
that
like-
promise that I made for you, so don't step over that line, or else Fred, you're
Or
gonna
else,
have a
kid,
bad
you're gonna have a
time.
bad time.
For kids like you, I don't play by the rules.
Go ahead, try to kill me with your fancy tools.
So let's go with the room get chilla. Let's go, dirty brother.
Let's
killer.
go.
Go ahead and just
Go
try
ahead
to
and
hit
try
me
to
with
hit
your
me.
able.
know by now.
All right, let's stop. Let's stop.
Let's stop it before it goes too far.
We are not gonna sing the entirety of Sans is stronger than you right here, right now.
Or are we?
I hate how we do all those lyrics.
This is how you know is that Undertale has been engraved in our mind.
Well, Undertale changed me forever and forced me into the mind state of you need to wear a hoodie forever. Even though I'm not in my Undertale phase anymore, that's the only part that still rubs off. Oh my god, I got another.
You got another one?
What
the
is your
freaking
luck today,
signal?
bro?
Undertale's on Switch, right?
Undertale is on Switch.
Yeah, it
Undertale's
is
on
because
everything.
of the Mew Mew,
Yeah.
that thing.
Oh yeah, Chris. I should probably tell you.
Yes.
Deltarune Chapter 3 is going to have some console exclusive stuff where PC and PS5 will share the same stuff.
Okay.
We don't know what, we just know that there is going to be some console exclusive.
Gotcha.
And it will be in Chapter 3. We don't know. I barely know anything about Chapter 4, purposely.
Same here.
I know that Chapter 3 is going to take place in the TV, but that's only because of the ending.
Disturbing the peace.
We're not doing this again.
Look into my eyes.
But the reason I ask if Undertale is on Switch, well, it's kind of obvious that it is. But anyways, is because I have beaten Genocide on PC in the computer lab.
Yeah.
I did that one day, and
During
I've
class.
beaten I've beaten Pacifist on Xbox. So I think I should do neutral and maybe get Mew Mew on Switch.
Well,
Crazy.
'Cause
Is that
I've
the
not-
neutral on.
I've done neutral on PC as well, like quite a few times. But I think it would be cool if I did neutral and went after Mew Mew on Switch, just so I could say that I have beaten Undertale, the 3 different endings, on 3 different consoles.
That was
That
kind of
was
cool to say.
crazy. I've never actually, I think the farthest I've ever gotten actually playing Undertale is, past the Toriel fight, and that's it.
We need to make him play Undertale right now.
Well, the thing is one, I haven't bought it on Steam, because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it, and I've only played it on my Xbox when it was on Game Pass for, a week.
I can't remember, but I think it's still on Game Pass.
No,
For
they took it
me-
off Game Pass.
For me, my only exposure to Undertale, as in the actual game, was one day at Parker's house, where I tried to get as much of the game done as possible. I was doing neutral, just so I could be fast about it. I was not going for pacifist. So I got almost to Metaton EX before I had to stop.
That's pretty far.
And it was all in one sitting, no breaks.
I don't remember.
And that's all the way into like the core, I believe.
Yeah, that is like you mean alphies.
I think I was pre Muffet. I think I was pre Muffet. Like right before the Muffet fight, if I'm correct.
Muffet fights in Muffet fight's still in the ruins, isn't it?
Muffet fight is in the core, bro.
No, I don't think it is.
Muffet fight is in Hotsland / core. I know this because I watch Undertale often.
I don't know.
Even out of my Undertale phase, it's just entertaining to watch. Okay. Muffet has a shop set up in ruins, but Muffet's fight is in core / Hotlands.
Okay, I must be misremembering here.
I don't remember if I was.
It is. It says it's in Hotland.
Yeah.
So I would believe that it's in Hotland.
I don't remember if she was right before the core segment or right after, or right at like the start of the core segment. It was one of those. What's your guys' least favorite Undertale character? Of like the main ones.
The defined main ones.
Like
the main
bosses.
Like boss fights.
Like boss fights or like important characters.
Important.
Like Frogget is not on the table, but Alphys is on the table.
Is the armless child on the table?
Why is Frogget not on the table? Because like Frogget is pretty important.
Frogget is a base character.
Yeah.
It's pretty important. It fills up a lot.
I think that better way to explain it is important characters to the story. Because like
it's like
Frogget
what it should be.
Like bro, they tell you the story. They literally have cutscenes where they tell you the story.
Characters that have their own special music for their fight.
Well, then Alphys wouldn't count. Nor would Monster Kid.
That is. Whose favorite character is Alphys? Come on now.
My least favorite character is Alphys. That's why I want her to be included.
True, actually, yeah.
I hate Alphys.
Yeah.
I just hate Alphys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I hate Alphys. She's annoying.
He's the
Alphys slander.
Annoying. Hate.
I hate Alphys.
Hate.
I'm not gonna say that you're like a terrible person for liking Alphys, but like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. It makes no sense.
I don't get it. The entire time she is just trying to self-insert on your life. Like,
true. She's
like,
literally
out
watching
here
every move
fighting
that you do
for your life, and she is just like, I'm being the hero.
She's just like, let me call you on your cell phone.
I'm the bold action man.
Like, as opposed to literally any other character, like Sans and Papyrus, they're like obstacles in the way, and they do their job well. Other than Sans, who just kind of like watches you throughout the entire game, which I like. But like Alphys, it feels like more forced. Like she is forcing herself into this. You know?
Yeah.
And I just like that, personally. Because like with Sans, Papyrus, Undyne, Toriel, it feels like natural. Like, yeah, this makes sense. But you just know Alphys is trying to self-insert on your life, and I hate it.
Yeah. I think my least favorite character has got to be Flowey. Not Asriel, but Flowey. Because, like, bro's just inherently evil. Like, there's no good bone in it.
He doesn't have bones. He's a plant.
Exactly. Bro doesn't even have a bone that he could turn good.
Bro's a plant. I like
What is
Flowey
that
just
plant?
because he is chaotic evil, and he is not. He's not afraid to admit it.
Chaotic evil, like you.
Yes, we had to take the test. John and Chris here are both pure neutral, and I'm chaotic evil, surprising absolutely no one.
Right, absolutely nobody. You still have those screenshots?
I
They're somewhere.
don't. Yeah, they're somewhere. I don't have them right now.
I think they're in the server, the Discord server.
I think they are. Even though that's gonna take a lot of scrolling.
It is
Yeah,
gonna
that
take
would
a
take a
scrolling.
lot of scrolling.
Um,
You're like searching for a certain keyword.
Yeah,
I'm-
just a moment.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna look at them right now and see who is more good and who is more evil between the two of you.
I think Chris was maybe. I don't know. Wait, was it in announcements? Wait, put it in announcements. You should have put it in announcements. You suck.
All right, I found him.
Can you send?
Okay.
Mine.
Send them again so we can see.
Actually,
'cause
just
I
send
forget.
them in staff only. Send them in staff only.
Exactly.
Like,
I will just forward them.
yeah. The thing that apparently only like 5% of all Discord users got to be able to have, which like I don't know how real that is.
All right, let's see. Nikolai's, of course, chaotic evil.
as we know. This one is.
Don is slightly more chaotic good in the neutral range.
Then yours is more lawful.
Yes.
Are you more good? Are you more good?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, mine's more lawful good in the pure neutral.
You guys are the
Yeah.
exact same amount good, but Chris is more lawful, which I feel like is accurate.
I'm definitely more chaotic.
This is true.
I am chaotic evil, surprising no one.
Yeah, I am 18.3% good, 26.7 chaotic.
And I was 18.3% good and 14.2% lawful.
I am 51.7% evil, 47.5% chaotic. Surprising absolutely no one, might I add.
Mighty add, nobody is surprised by this.
Nobody is surprised by this revelation.
No one's surprised.
Oh,
Nobody.
wow.
Surprising literally nobody.
Maybe like one person, but like they also kind of knew all along. Probably.
Do you think any one of the viewers actually think I could pull something off like a lawful good?
No.
And maybe Hattie. They're new. They haven't had a chance to see
They don't know
entirely
me
what
yet.
you're like.
They don't know.
They don't know
Exactly.
me.
Like, at what point do you guys think you could probably see people seeing me?
Probably like out in the wild. I don't know. What do you mean
Out
by
in the
seeing
wild.
you?
I mean, like, where do you think the limits are? Because like, if people know me for long enough, they're gonna know that I'm chaotic evil. But like, where's the limit that you guys think I could pass as like when I just meet someone?
If you're like actively trying to not be that evil, I would say like they might know you for like a week.
Maybe a couple weeks.
Like,
But like
do you think
in-
I
in
could
others-
pass as something like chaotic lawful? No, that's not even possible. That's
maybe.
stupid.
it's not, but
Do you
maybe.
think I could pass as like evil neutral?
Maybe.
Or
Evil,
like
you mean?
like chaotic neutral?
Potentially?
I could probably pass as either of those, but we all know at the end of the day that I'm chaotic evil. I don't think I can get in the true neutral area. I think that's kind of like off limits for my kind. I am far
I know
too
how you
evil.
can. I know how you can do it. Just cheat on the morality test.
Just cheat on
I
the
actually
morality
tried to
test.
cheat on the morality test to get chaotic evil like all the way at the bottom, like 100%, 100%, and I couldn't even do that. I don't know
Yeah,
what I
bro
got
picked
wrong.
something. Bro picked something that was not as chaotic evil as he thought.
Bro, like, saved a dog from dying in traffic or something.
It was really just 10
The
questions that they, or
worst
no,
part is
15 questions.
one of the questions was I would I would feel less bad if someone I knew were to die, and it felt so bad to click agree. I would genuinely feel less bad than a normal person if someone I knew were to die.
I know how to test this. I'll go die right now.
No.
No.
Like, I
And then
wasn't
I'll just
proud
like
of clicking agree, but I knew deep down that I would agree.
you had to see.
What is... I have another segue. Unless you guys are still
Go
talking
ahead.
about this.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What's your favorite retro game? Like Bad Piggies, for example.
Dude,
I
I'm
would
gonna
not
go
consider
really retro here.
Bad Piggies is a retro game, but I understand what you're
It's
getting.
retro. It was like 2012-ish.
Oh. Oh, I think I have an idea then. But you go first, Chris.
I'm going really retro. At that arcade, they've got a Donkey Kong machine, dude. That is so fun.
Oh, the OG
And
Donkey.
when I played on my Switch a lot more and like had Switch Online, dude, they had an emulator of it. I would just grind that for hours.
Oh, my life stomping Koopas.
Stomping Koopas.
My retro game that I would prefer above all is PVZ 1. Do I need to give more info?
I don't think so.
I will, but I'll give a little bit of a reason why I choose that above everything else on the market. Back when I was a wee little lad, when I would still die to a bullet. Yeah, Cauconian lore, we get more powerful the older we are. And at the age of whatever my character is, he could probably take a bullet to the head and it'd bounce off. Anyway, back when I was a wee lad, my dad would always let me play PvZ on his phone when he was like doing something at a place, and I'd just be sitting there in the corner playing PvZ, having the time of my life. And I always was like, the Chomper is such a cool plant. It sucks.
Radiant Large Swordfish.
As an older man, I finally understand that the Chomper actually sucks. And it makes me sad to admit it out loud, but yeah, he sucks. The Chomper was always my favorite.
It is, but yeah, I agree.
It sucks that he sucks, but he does suck.
Yeah.
Even in PvZ 2, he still kind of sucks. He's definitely better, don't get me wrong. But
he's okay in the Garden Warfare games. He could be better though.
I haven't played Garden Warfare in like.
In Garden Warfare, I made I believe I made Doctor on Zombie side, if I'm being real. And on the plant side, oh my god, hold up, let me look at the roster. I'll probably jog my memory.
And if we're talking like retro phone games, like older phone games, I've got to say Clumsy Ninja. Probably. I don't know.
Oh, Clumsy Ninja! Oh my god, that unlocked a memory, dude.
Dude, it was fun. Just throw that little guy around and like go through the story.
I only really played Garden Warfare 1. Sorry to just do that.
No, that's all good.
Which one of these plants did I main? I don't feel like this is the answer. Are there really this few plants? Were there really only 4 plants?
I feel like there was.
For 1?
Pea shooter, sunflower, chomper, and cactus.
Yeah. Was it really?
Looks like it.
Was it really only those four? Well,
It
obviously
also
they
looks
have all
like
their
only for
variants.
zombies.
Well, obviously they had all their variants, which probably is why I thought there was more.
Let's see.
Choose game. Oh, I'm gonna look at Garden Warfare 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, Garden Warfare 2. I have actually played every Garden Warfare, but as a kid I mostly played Garden Warfare 1, I'm pretty sure. Zombies. Okay. Foot soldier, engineer, scientist, all-star. Yeah. Imp, super brains. Captain Dreadbeard, Z-Mech. Yeah, I definitely made the scientist out of all these. And I tried my hardest to try to main super brains, but I just wasn't good at it. I'm enough of a man to say that.
I really don't remember who I used to play.
Okay, yeah, I definitely know who it was. It was the same in both games. I made Pea Shooter. The reason I made Pea Shooter is because I specifically had a random attachment to the Plasma Pea variant. Like an immense attachment. Plasma Pea. I couldn't tell you why. I thought it was just objectively better. But for some reason, in my mind, it was objectively better.
I think I used to main on the plants, probably Chomper, but like I don't really remember like on the plants too much what I would play. But zombies, I would go for the soldier or like the pirate one, if I remember correctly.
Gang, we have about 8 minutes until it's at the hour mark. We should probably get to the void. We always end
The
at
void?
the void. Yeah, we always end podcasts at the void. So we should probably be waddling over there, which I already am. As I've been saying, we should.
Oh, hey, look, I got the golden manta wire. Sick.
Bro, everyone's gotten one except for me. It's my turn. I'm gonna go get one in the void.
I don't think
I
saltwater
don't
spawned
know
in
if
the
that's
void.
possible.
Oh, yeah.
know.
I'm gonna go get a saltwater lure just to prove you wrong.
That's crazy.
The salty lure always catches saltwater fish, no matter the body of water.
Alright, I'm waiting
That's
in the void for
literally
you
the only
guys.
reason for those lures. Literally the only reason for the lures is if you want to go to avoid someone who catches the type of fish.
Anyway, back to the conversation. John, what is your retro game?
My retro game
Brain.
is...
Brain.
Let's see. What is my retro game? I went too far. Hold on. I'm attempting to go into the void without jumping off the map. Who knows? Anyways, my retro game, a game that I still occasionally play is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Ooh.
Ooh, Punch-Out's a good one. I used to play Punch-Out.
Punch-Out is really good. Like the N64 version.
Oh, dude. Speaking of retro games, I've been playing Mario 64 recently on my grandpa's N64 that he let me borrow. It's peak.
I have an N64.
Funny Mario 64 story. As a child, I was stupid.
Weren't we all?
I mean, yes, but I was a little bit more stupid than the rest. The reason why is because literally the first level, right? The Bob-omb Battlefield. I didn't know how to beat the level because there was nothing that told me to just go behind bro and throw him.
I mean, yeah, that's understandable.
I was stuck in a infinite purgatory on Bob-omb Battlefield because I just didn't know how to beat the boss.
But I mean, there was always the chain chomp. That's pretty simple to figure out. You just ground pound the peg a few times.
That's the
a
thing.
kind of
I
weird-
tunnel vision, and that's all I saw.
Kind of a weird flex. I know how to do the thing in Super Mario, and whichever one's on the NES, where you, in the underground, so the second level in the first world, you go on top of the conveyors, and you get on top of the map, and you run, and you go to world like what is it, world 6 or something. That skip. I know how to do that.
Ooh.
Literally just common knowledge on
That's another game that I would like hard speedrun in on the Switch like emulator thing.
it. Also,
Would
Nicola,
you-
you did say you played Punch-Out before.
Yeah, I've
what's
played
the
Punch-Out.
highest you've gotten? What's
I have no idea. It was so long ago.
Well, can you give a description? I'll probably
No.
know who it is.
I cannot. It was that long ago.
I
I
think
just
the
have
longest-
memories of playing Punch Out.
The farthest I got, I think, is I think it might have been the Japanese guy. I forget what his name is. Hold on.
I think I got past the first two, but
Oh,
other
Piston
than that, I
Honda.
literally have no idea.
Piston
I'm gonna
Honda.
I'm gonna say something kind of depressing. I've not played any of the Punch Out games, despite how badly I want to.
Oh, Punch-Out did come out in 1987, so
Emulate
Yeah,
that
but
crap.
like Punch Out Wii though, that one's the one that I really want to
oh
play.
yeah, the Wii. The Wii.
Emulate
is-
that
I know.
crap, Chris. You have the power.
Yeah, but like I want to play it on an actual Wii. Like we started homebrewing our Wii mainly so
Actually, no.
that we could do Punch Out Wii and like some other stuff.
Actually, I'm wrong. The farthest I've gotten to in the 1987 version is Bold Bull. That's the farthest I've gotten.
We were just out here having casual conversation at 1 a.m.
Yup.
Also,
Just
when
to
we
be right.
said it was 1 a.m. at the start of the podcast, we were lying. It was actually 12.
Wasn't it like 12:50 then?
It was 12:30 when we started pod.
Hmm.
I know that
Close
because it's
enough.
almost been an hour and it's the 1:30.
We round up. We round up.
We round up
We round
a
up
lot.
a little bit.
We round up
We
30
round up
minutes.
a lot.
It's fine.
We
You're supposed to
the
round
hour.
up. You're supposed to
Round
round up when it's closer to that number, you know?
And since the half, 30 minutes would technically be like rounding up 5. And 5 you round up. So 30 you round up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now say
Both
that
29
again, but make it sound believable. I'm kidding.
Okay, I can do this. Trust. So basically, you know how the rule in math is if it's 5 and up, you round up in decimal places. Now, since 5 is half of what you need to make the rounded up number, then if you round up, but if the 30 minutes is half of an hour, so half would be like 5, let's say. So they round it up. Yeah.
I can make it simple. Basically, just like 12:29, you would round down. It's 12 o'clock. 12:30 and up, you round up because it's 1 a.m. baby.
1 a.m. baby.
How stupid did I make that sound?
Very stupid.
Thanks, I try.
You made it sound like a middle school math teacher.
You made it you made it sound like you were explaining to Hayden. Hayden really thought he could go an entire pod without being talked about.
Hi Hayden, how you
Prophetic
doing?
naked.
We all hate you.
Disclaimer: we do not actually hate Hayden.
I'm
We
sorry.
just slander him for no reason.
We slander him because it's funny.
We do not actually hate Hayden. We value his friendship.
Indeed.
Action. Kidding.
Well, now that I think about it,
Now
now that I think about it,
I think
Now
about
that
it.
I
Do we
think
value his
about it.
friendship? We're kidding. We're
I
kidding. We're
do.
kidding. We're
I
kidding.
do.
We're kidding.
don't leave, don't leave, don't leave.
Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. We're kidding.
Only we need you. We need you.
We need you. Chris.
It's like that. It's like the SpongeBob thing. Yes.
I'm gonna mute my mic just to make sure.
Me?
Maybe. I mean, I still gotta get like a draft character,
That's
and
fair.
that's basically it.
All right, I'll say something if you're okay with it.
True.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
early advertising.
Oh,
What
good
the?
lord. Oh, good lord.
Yes. Chris is considering starting a channel soon.
Yes, indeed, I am.
I don't know exactly what bro's
and
going to do, but he wants me to teach him how to use my baby. My baby being Blender video editing software, which is where I
yes, I
edit
want
literally all of
to.
my videos.
Main reason I want to do this is speed run Luigi's Mansion. I want to try and get good enough to get under the 5 minute mark in any percent. I feel like it could be done. I I want to try my best to see if I could potentially do it.
I never really pegged Chris as a speedrunner type, but I'm proud of him either way.
Basically, I just want to like get a whole rebrand on YouTube and then take it from there.
Just like I did. I went to being the guy who occasionally posts memes to doing a podcast, streaming, and doing gaming videos all at once.
Indeed.
And I'm also a gray man with an orange hoodie.
Yeah. Small side.
That is canonically
Who's made
an
of cock.
alien.
He is made of cock. You heard it here first. This is not true, most likely.
Not true. I am made of. What am I made of?
Titanium.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
That's why you're gray. That's why you're gray.
Rose titanium.
I'll decide that later. For right now, I'm thinking.
still need to-
I'm thinking my material, my body is made out of, is similar to the human skin, except it's gray.
Can we get a can you make like a
The
diagram or
biology of
something?
the Cauconian.
Yeah, just
Yes,
like
we need that.
you know, like history stuff, or not history, like biology stuff. Just make like an entire biology page about your.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my skin is similar to human skin. Except it gets way more durable the older the Cauconian is, which is my species. Because like right now, at Pablo's age, I'll just flash Pablo on screen. Womp womp. Right now at Pablo's age, he's probably around. Cauconians are just naturally more durable, so he is around probably the durability of a human teenager, despite him being like 3 or like 5, something like that. And at whatever Cockman's age, as in the character, not me, at whatever is his age is, he could probably take a bullet to the skull and it bounces off, like I said earlier.
Now, what if we got a Nat Geo episode on the Cauconian?
A what?
A National Geographic video.
This is the Cauconian in his natural habitat. He is sitting on the chair, talking to a computer screen with his friends.
As you see here, the incredible image of a native Cauconian in his natural habitat.
Sitting
Such
on the
majestic
chair.
creatures.
Such majestic. Majestic is a bit of an over.
You being so up close to the mic just sent a shiver down my spine.
Today we are
I don't
going
know
to
if
be...
that was a good. I don't know if it was a good shiver or a bad shiver.
Here we see the.
Shut up.
Okay, it was a good shiver.
Let me do it.
All right,
I am the one who puts the microphone close to his mouth.
I am the one who ASMRs.
I am the one who ASMRs. Hello guys, welcome back to the podcast ASMR.
Hello guys, welcome back to Fortnite.
Hello guys, the game we're going to be playing Fortnite. Oh man, that guy came up behind me and he gave me a back shot.
Dude, he's one shot.
Dude, I found a bomb. Bro.
That just happened.
Dude, is that a jug?
Dude, I got a jug.
We're last. We're last, dude. Dude, there's shields over here. Dude, he's 90. I got broken shield. Dude, he shot on my back. He came from behind me. Dude, he's literally hiding behind. That guy should have shockwaves, bro. If he had shockwaves, if it was a job.
That just happened.
I was doing tricks on it.
That's something I say when I play Fortnite.
Bro, but like. Hello, guys. Today we're going to be playing Minecraft. Oh yeah, my blood.
What?
Oh man. Creeper. Oh man. So we back in the mines. Got our pickaxe swinging from side to side. Side to side. Do you like my sword, my diamond sword? You cannot afford my diamond sword, even if you could.
Okay. No more ASMR segment.
This is rapidly
Our mental states are deteriorating.
yes, that word.
Diagraphan.
If you pay us, we will make more ASMR content.
Wow.
I caught a whale.
Remember when Eric made ASMR content?
Yes,
That was about a whale.
that was interesting.
This is the first time I'm hearing about those.
Yeah, Eric made
Maybe.
ASMR content, and there was I actually gave an audio snippet of me saying I'm about a bill for one of the ASMR videos.
Get out, Bill.
I'm about a
Get
bill.
out, Bill.
I'm about a bill.
Do I still have that soundboard? Maybe I do still have that. Bill? No.
No, that was in one of the servers that we nuked.
That was in the Kill Streak server, which is gone. You should do a podcast where you talk about Kill Streak.
The what?
We should do a podcast where you talk about the Kill Streak.
Kill Streak, nah.
True.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about Kill Streak.
What if I talk about Kill Streak?
Well, I can't stop you. I don't control your mouth unless I kiss you.
But I need the insider info.
Let's all get.
I need your insider info. I need to know the brains. The brains.
Brains.
Also, I just realized that stream was 5 hours long.
Yeah, we actually did a good one.
It was a good one. It was a pretty good stream. Interesting moments occurred too.
Yes, right. So.
That was a great stream. That was a good stream. We are so back.
If you did not catch that stream, just go watch the playback of it.
Yeah. For real.
It's worth.
Also, T, which I know is still watching. Hi T. He made a video on my core, if you will, Cockmade core, and it was only like a minute long, but within the video, I noticed that I said I am going to touch you 4 times, 4 separate times. And that really showed me how often I say I'm going to touch people.
You know what's sad about that is he never acts on those threats.
Yeah, that's the saddest part of it all.
How is that sad?
Because touch me.
Touch me.
Let's change
you know
the
what that
topic.
means.
Let's change the topic.
Or
We are not changing the topic.
We are changing the topic. We are changing the topic of discussion. This is why Pablo can't join us for podcast anymore.
no, Pablo. Pablo's old enough; he can hear it.
He's 5.
It won't hurt him.
He's old enough.
He's
It won't
5.
hurt him. Yeah, that's old enough. I was 5 when.
I was 5 when I started touching people.
What?
That was too. Just kidding.
I'm also just kidding.
Unless you don't want me to be kidding.
Unless you don't want me to be kidding. What do you think, John? Do you want me to be kidding?
Chat,
you,
I'm
man.
scared. Chat, I'm afraid.
Kidding? Yes or no?
Mom,
No
come
need to
pick
be
me up.
afraid.
I'm scared.
I am going to pee and poop myself.
That's not a good idea. Why would you do that?
Consider your pants pissed.
Dude, if I piss my pants, I'm going to be pissed.
Consider your pissed pants.
Consider your pants pissed.
So we should probably wrap this up because I was not lying. I need to go.
No,
Consider your pants shitted.
We need a different topic to end off on. This is
We
not
cannot
the
end it on
topic
this.
to end off on.
Oh wait, let me think of something here.
You're our segue.
Flash games. Let's talk about Flash games, shall we?
Flash games.
Club Penguin.
Dude. Club Penguin. Oh.
Penguin.
I was such a fan of Club Penguin for one singular reason. There was this dojo with this card game, and I grinded the crap out of that card game because it was fun. And then Disney decided to take it all away from me. Twice!
My guess is due to like stereotypes. Who knows? Anyway,
My favorite series of Flash games is the Learn to Fly series.
That's on Steam now. Isn't that crazy?
It is on Steam now, but I'm poor, and also I don't want to spend the money.
That's fair.
fair enough. Dude, I remember this one Flash game. It was like the paper airplane.
What's like?
I had a thought. We're talking about Flash games, right? The
Okay.
first iteration of Binding of Isaac was Flash.
Oh no.
This is the perfect segue into my favorite game of all time, Binding of Isaac, and every reason why you should play the Binding of Isaac.
This is
And
not a
every
Steam
reason why-
review. Get out!
And every reason why we have not been sponsored by them yet.
Every reason why Edmund McMillan hates me.
This guy keeps talking about my games on his stream, and I hate it.
I hate free advertising.
I hate free ads.
Edmund McMillan is gonna come from his house to hunt us down.
I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my army. I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire. Said Edmund
Rise of
McMillan to me.
Empires. Rise of Empires.
You're not invited to my birthday party. Said Edmund McMillan to me. Oh my god.
Invite me to your funeral so I can laugh at you.
I hope you
All my
know.
homies know we'd be laughing at each other's funerals.
Dude, I hope you know. When you guys do eventually die, and the people start going up and talking about you, and they say anything false, I am going to laugh. Like, if they say Hayden never got angry, I'm going to burst, bro.
If they say Hayden isn't stupid.
He was so smart.
It was so smart. Oh.
Yeah. Tackle them.
Just wither.
Don't you ever.
Don't you
Just go
ever.
wither.
Don't you ever send my ears to hell like that again. You only speak the truth at a
Like-
funeral.
Hell, like that.
Pull a balloon boy, take their batteries.
I will eat their batteries.
Delicious.
I will devour their batteries.
I am
Absolutely
gonna eat
scrumptious.
batteries so hard.
So hard.
So scrumptious.
Bro, do you want a chair? I just realized you've been sitting over there with no chair.
Sure, I suppose. Wait, let me catch the special move here. Just put a chair down.
Yeah, we can end it all off
We
on
have about 6 minutes left that I'm willing to go. Because we're about to be at
No.
an hour and 20 minutes.
Hear me out. We need to make this the longest one yet.
Yeah.
Well, I still have
Oh,
to.
hold
I
on,
still
wait,
have to
wait,
piss,
wait,
so-
Wait. Should we bring up what we're going? Well, the joke we were gonna do about podcast state, the podcast that doesn't exist.
Oh my god, we were gonna do that. We forgot about that. Oh my
No,
gosh, we're
we were
throwing.
gonna do-
We're throwing.
No,
I don't even know what's going on.
Podcast 9. Podcast 9.
Podcast 9. Or, podcast 10.
Podcast 0.
Dude, I can't wait for the next podcast 10.
I'll bring it up. Because I know half of the people are probably left by this point anyway.
Probably.
Our plan was this podcast, we're going to be podcast 9. We're going to completely skip podcast 8. And the podcast after podcast 8/9 was going to be podcast 9 again. And
It was gonna be podcast 7, podcast 9, podcast 9, podcast 10.
like, and whenever someone was going to ask something about it, like what happened to podcast 8, we were just going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Podcast 8. Wait,
Brother, what are you talking about?
Dude,
There's never been a podcast 8.
what's a podcast 8?
What's a podcast 8?
And every single
Dude.
time there was an 8 in the number of podcasts, like 18, 28, the entirety of the 80s, I was just gonna skip it. So it would go 79 to 90.
But it would have been funny if we kept 88.
Specifically 88.
Specifically 88.
Specifically 88.
Whenever there was an 8 in the number, I would just skip it. We were gonna have a random beef with the number 8 for no reason.
For no reason.
For no reason. All I'm saying, if we ever do get to like a high number in podcasts, imagine skipping the entirety of the 800s.
Not just we skipped the 80s.
No,
Hear me
no,
out. What if-
imagine it goes 799 to 900. Imagine that.
Dude, what
It
if
just
we
goes-
skip... Go ahead.
It just goes to from 79 to 90.
Dude, what if it just went from like 88 to friggin' 100?
We skipped all
Nah,
the
what-
90s.
What it goes is it just goes from 79 to 88 to 90.
Dude, imagine it goes from 799 to 888 and then to 900.
What if it just goes from podcast 8 to podcast 100?
What if the next podcast is actually podcast 100?
The next podcast is podcast 888.
No, next podcast is podcast 100, but it's like 7 days long.
It's long.
7 days, my entire life.
Actually, what would the
my
math
week.
be on that? Since every podcast is about an hour and 20 minutes long, how many hours are in 7 days?
An entire week, so
Dude.
24 times 7.
How many hours in a
Yep.
week? There is 168 hours in a week.
Divided by about 1.5.
Dude, like, imagine, like, podcast 100. It's a full week non-stop streaming, and it's just, like, the last few minutes, you just die. Like, of natural causes.
All right, so if we were to have a entirely week-long podcast, that would be the combined total of about 112 podcasts all in one.
About 112 podcasts in a week. If that's all we did, no breaks.
Yeah, about 112 podcasts all in one.
Which honestly, taking about 12 hours off for breaks, no, we could do that.
And then podcast 100 is 100 hours long.
I love it. Okay, absolutely not.
100 hours long is less.
It is less. Podcast 25 should be 25 hours long.
No, we go from podcast 100 to podcast 1,000. What's a month?
An entire month of my life. Eventually, I'm just going to be streaming every waking second of my life.
Okay, so
Podcast
there's
10.
about 730 hours in a month.
Eventually,
Podcast 10,000 is just 6 whole months.
It's a
dude,
year.
at some point, I'm just going to be streaming every waking moment of my day, and my life is just going to become a reality show, where I'm just in an awkward social position, and I just check chat, and they're like, "Here's what you should say."
Bro's basically just gonna pull a German dollhouse.
Anyway, we
Yeah,
just
what's
hit
that
the hour and 20 mark, so we should probably wrap it up here soon.
Bro, our longest pod is like an hour and 5 minutes. Let's make this.
Yeah, let's make this the longest one. We just got to go a little longer.
I
Like,
am going
what
to
is
piss
the longest
myself.
one?
Then leave, go piss, and come back, and then we end stream. Me and Chris got it. Or not
Yeah, we can carry. We can carry.
stream. Go empty your urinal tract.
Urinal.
Go empty the urethra.
Go piss your toilet.
Fine, I'll go piss my toilet.
So the longest one was actually the second one.
I'll
at
be
an
back.
hour 24
Or
minutes.
will I?
Yeah, the longest stream was not stream. Jesus Christ, I keep saying that. God!
The longest podcast was podcast 2.
It was podcast 2, which was also the stream podcast, the first podcast and only podcast we did in a stream. We will probably never do that ever again. It's regrettable.
It's fine.
Wow.
Podcast 9, it's like 9 hours long.
I don't remember where we... Yeah. Podcast 2 released 2 months ago.
2
What's
months
the
ago.
podcast- What's the podcast with the most views on it?
I feel like we've gained quite a lot since then. Like,
Okay, Yapatron 1 has 49 views. 2 has 20. 3 has 23. 4 has 14. Yikes. 5 has 17. 6 has 22. And Podcast 7 has 35. So technically, Yapatron 1 is our most popular one.
the very first one.
49 views, almost 50 views, and 4 comments. Cool.
Maybe I could just stay up late tonight and like just binge all of them.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean,
Just
Doesn't
like while I'm in church, I just
I probably should have expected that, shouldn't I?
what are you yapping about over there?
I did leave the room, so probably should
Bro.
have expected this outcome.
Bro, why do you have your phone on you at all times?
Because what else am I supposed to do when I'm peeing? Not play on my phone?
Literally
like,
nothing. You don't.
just
You don't stare at your phone while you're peeing.
just like jerk
That's
it,
what you think.
dude. It's that simple.
Who does that?
Me.
Who does that?
Who doesn't?
Who looks at their phone? When
I
they're
jork
peeing?
it every
Me.
single time I pee. What?
Exactly, dude.
Real. I mean, it's right there. It's right there.
It's right there, bro.
It's right
I mean,
there.
it's
bro.
right there. You're already holding it, so like it's just a little bit of extra.
Just gotta put a little oomph into it. Alright, let's stop
Just a
having
little
this
bit of extra
conversation.
word.
Let's stop having this conversation. What were you guys talking about while I was gone?
Yapatron. We were talking about the previous podcast, like which ones were the most popular. Turns out one was the first one.
The first one is the most viewed at 49 views.
Why are you guys on top of each other? And why am I joining?
Because you felt like it.
Because you felt like it.
Yeah, and I also talked about how I'm just gonna like stay up all night and binge all of the Yapatrons so far,
Yeah, I
and
told him
even
that
like
our-
even like
personal
at
favorite-
church,
my
if
personal
if I even go.
podcast. Personal podcast. Actually, what is Nikolai? What's your favorite podcast?
In my opinion,
Like,
the
what's your
podcasts get
favorite
better
episode?
as they go. With a few
Yeah.
of them being a little bit worse than the others.
What was your favorite episode so far? Would you say?
Let me look.
I said 3. It's my favorite.
It definitely wasn't 1. It definitely wasn't 2.
I'm just gonna say this one simply because I haven't watched the other ones yet, and I'm in this one. So like,
That is
obviously,
fair.
it's
That is
goated.
fair.
That is true.
Definitely wasn't 7. We were talking about the Parker drama.
Definitely not 7. I wouldn't. Well, very informative podcast, but not really.
It was very informative.
Very informative. Gotta love information.
I love information.
That's why we love Cockmanologist. He gives us all the information we need.
He gives us nothing.
Who gives us
You need to step up your game, dude.
gives us nothing?
What did we even do in 5?
What did we do in 5? What even was 5?
Guys, we made it. It's 2 a.m.
It's Hable podcast. What?
Wow, how descriptive. Your naming really sucks. You know that?
It works. Holy crap.
Hayden carries and the storms rolling in works. You know exactly which podcast that's the one is. The Parker drama, you know exactly which one that is. The Addiction full film, you know exactly what that is. How Cock lost the genetic lottery and John watched his grandparents' house burn down. You know exactly what that one is. And
Holy
1
crap.
and 2 talk for themselves. This is the only one I named poorly.
This is the Table Podcast. Get your game straight. Come on now.
This is the
I just
only
caught
one
them.
that I named poorly.
Dude, that's absurd. I just caught a radiant creature. It's a 4-star creature. I am putting bro in the museum. That is the most insane cat.
What is this title gonna be?
I have no idea. Probably
Yeah.
probably something to do with Chris.
Well, I wouldn't say Chris carried this one.
Well,
Actually did a good
the
job.
only reason Hayden carried is because like it was mostly Hayden, and we just tried to make some conversation at the end of it. And for this one, it kind of we just had conversation the entire time.
Indeed.
Also, I'm scared for the abandoned one. I have no idea how that was gonna go.
That is going to be quite an interesting podcast.
It's gonna be quite the interesting podcast because I don't know if Hayden's gonna be there.
That audio is probably.
He wasn't here for this one, but that's just because like
It's
bro
2
had to
a.m.
go to sleep.
We're
Bro,
here.
Kind of
bros.
like 2 a.m.
We're here. He had to go to sleep. You know how it is.
Yeah, bro needs to just like suck
Stay
it up
awake.
and stay up late, and then like
Exactly.
just stay up
But
all
he's,
night so he can just go to church and sleep there.
True.
Oh,
Why
I
is
want
bro
hang
making
on.
We are
Oh, yeah.
not doing this right now.
We might be
Once
doing
again the threesome.
it. You're also clicking it. What do you mean?
We are not doing this right now.
Don't run
Hey,
from me. Don't run from me.
hey,
Don't run from it. Don't run from
That's
it.
my love.
get away from me. You too. Get away from me. Get
Accept my
away.
love.
Dude, I got sent back out of the void.
I'm gonna send you
I don't
out of the
have
way too. This is how we're ending the podcast.
I'm juking you. Get juked.
We're gonna juke him.
Please
That
stop
was-
making out with me. Fight.
I don't have one of those.
Oh wait, yeah, I had to restart. What a nerd.
Oh,
Wait. Oh.
oh,
I'm just trying to fish, dog.
oh. Throwing hints. We're throwing hints. No, no.
Ooh, get him! Ooh, get him! Ooh, get him!
New version of Flap Battles.
Ooh, get him!
Do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Get him! Finish him!
Finish who? Who are you talking
I'll
to?
finish him one way.
Get out of here. You're in my way.
I'm just running around being a distraction. That distracts.
Stop, you look like
Oh.
Chris.
Exactly.
I want both of you out of my face.
Who's gonna die
Already-
first?
I just realized. Hold on. No more chair. There's no way to tell.
So just tell her you are now.
Oh no.
No way to tell where the safe spots are.
Oh god.
We don't know how close we are to death. This is the most epic sumo wrestling game of ever.
I've ever.
Whoever wins takes over the channel. I'm kidding.
Yeah, let's
What?
not.
You
Whoever
both
wins
knock each
gets to
other
kiss John on the lips. Even if John wins.
Oh, I have to win.
I have to win. Everything's on the line.
Lock in.
Everything.
You gotta lock in.
You gotta lock
I
in.
need this. I need this.
If we both somehow die, then John wins and gets to kiss himself.
I will be doing that.
John wins and Dusty gets to. What?
Real, actually.
I'm okay with any of these options.
I'm just gonna walk off eventually.
Please. I mean, you don't know where the edge is just as well as we don't.
I know. Just like
Come on.
certain guys.
I just have a
Oh.
basic idea on where the edge is.
The fight just migrates towards the edge, and we just like both walk off.
Eventually, we are all gonna walk off.
Just
Gatekeeping.
in the combos. Oh, the combo break.
Combo break.
The combo break.
Oh.
This is entertainment
close.
right here.
Oh,
I think that's
oh.
close to the edge right there. Oh. Right against the ropes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Where is the edge?
Oh my goodness.
Where is
Oh
the
my god,
edge?
dude.
Run away. I'm just gonna go in this direction so I walk off. Hold on.
Oh, I just want to see where the edge is.
Run away. Here, I'll find it. Oh, it's right there.
Oh, we are close to it then.
Wait, don't kill each other yet. I'm not there.
Don't
Come at
kill
me.
each
Come at
other.
me. Come at me.
No. You come at me.
We come.
Good. Me too.
Wait. I want to see where John comes from.
Hi.
Wait, we're actually this close to the start. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll just
Maybe.
stand here. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Fight. Oh, the clash.
Oh.
Oh, I've got him on the ropes.
We don't know where the ropes are.
We don't know where the ropes are.
What do you mean you got me on the ropes? We don't know where the ropes are. Wherever they are, I've got them on them. I don't know where the ropes are, but wherever they are, I got it on them.
It's like finding somebody in the dark.
I don't know what even a rope is.
I don't know where he is, but I'm hitting him.
Oh, I hit, bro. I hit.
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Oh. Bro thought he could juke me.
Who's on the ropes? It's on the theoretical ropes.
We don't know where the ropes are.
Oh.
Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here.
This could backfire. Oh.
Oh.
We need some pro casters on this.
The web fishing fisticuffs goes crazy.
Web fishing fisticuffs.
Please.
First one was crazy.
Be the referee.
Be the referee. How do I referee this?
I
How
don't
do I
know.
referee this?
I don't know. Where are the ropes? Oh, Chris is on the ropes.
Close enough. On the ropes.
At this point, I just kind of want to know where the end is.
The ropes. Where are they? Oh, good lord.
John, can you like respectfully die again?
Oh.
Ooh, wait. Oh, I got bro on
Okay.
the ropes.
Not ropes.
Got me on the theoretical ropes.
I got bro on the theoretical ropes. Can you die again, respawn, so we know which direction the ropes are?
Sure. I got you. Hold on, wait. I got a reward.
Shut up. Oh my god. Actually, hold up. I want to do it. Did we both fall? There is
Hold
no
on.
way. After all of that, we both fell at the
Hold on, we
same
got to do
time.
this. We got to run this back. We can't
No.
have a tie.
No,
No, we
can't.
are not
We
running
are not
that
running
back.
this back. That was like 10 whole minutes of fighting, bro.
Per the
I know it
rules.
wasn't. The rules
the
were,
rules.
if we both lose, John kisses himself or Dusty kisses him.
I choose the Dusty option.
I would too. Also, hold up. I just got a new title. Look at this. Look at this. Peep the new title before we end it. It's so good.
Oh yeah, true. It's so good. Do I have that title? Hold on, I think I have that title. Maybe, maybe not. I don't have that title. I'd buy that title.
You can't buy it, I don't think. It's a quest one.
What quest? Huh?
I would tell you what quest, but I literally don't remember. I collected it too fast.
It's catch 5 sawfish.
Oh, bastard.
But I don't want to be this. I want to continue being Mommy's little good boy. Anyway, let's end it with that. Well, let's end that without giving any elaboration at all. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining the podcast, and remember, hush your mama.